That's right. Welcome back to the Flagmantle podcast, joined by Stuart Sterling and Rielke Stu here in the studio. Yes, Stewie, it's great to see you again, buddy. It's episode 28. We just came off the massive win, well, it was a massive win, against the Essendon Bombers by 31 points. So
32.
32.
Yeah.
My bad. Still, it was a win.
This one's locked in the memory bank. That was fun.
It was a dub,
It was
but
a good game.
mate, it ain't as funny as what happened to our next door neighbours.
Siren, advantage paid. Siren. It's a bloodbath at the SCG. A dark, dark day for the proud West Coast Eagles. The Sydney Swans defeat the Eagles by 171 points.
So that their fitness, which Kay touched, so there's so many things that they do.
Like their list management.
Yeah.
The Herald Sun have done a piece on the top 100 players
Mate.
paid in the game. The Eagles have 7 in the top 100 highest paid players, and that is the result. They got 7. It's incredible. So list management, fitness, coaching, I think something does have to give. I disagree with you a little bit.
Mate, the Flagmantle podcast loves taking a little bit of a flack.
Sorry, Eagles fans. You maybe copped that one when you were already on the ground. That was pretty poor, Rielke.
Mate, Stu speedy recap, though, on the other hand.
Yes, well, the Fremantle Dockers defeated the Essendon Bombers by 32 points on Saturday night. Primetime TV, we were on Channel 7, Rielke, which meant that we were expecting a bit of a slow start from the Dockers and a bit of a down game. But, you know, we defied the odds a little bit and we sort of pushed the narrative away from... I don't like the fact that you're recording me with your phone as well.
Oh, no.
That's a little bit
It's
off-putting.
just taking
mate.
your beautiful, beautiful Top Gun glasses into perspective right
Yeah.
here in the studio.
I'm a movie star today.
You are a movie star. Can you please tell us why you've got those Top Gun glasses on, mate?
I just feel like a movie star.
Okay.
Yeah.
100%. Was feeling like a movie star
Yeah, Tom
today.
Cruise.
Yeah.
Who else wears sunglasses?
What time is it, Stu?
Tom Cruise again.
Yeah.
7:40.
7:40 at night. What does someone do at 7:40 at night that requires them wearing Top Gun glasses?
I
mate?
want to look cool in a podcast.
That's right.
Yeah, and that is it. Yeah. No, are we talking about the football
Yes,
here?
mate. Luke Ryan.
I just wanted to wear these.
Luke Ryan had. Let's talk about best players.
I'm not
on the ground.
weird.
You're not weird. Let's get into talking about footy.
Well, I haven't finished speaking. Okay.
We're talking about Luke Ryan, 143 fantasy. This fella, 31 disposals. Essendon, what were you doing? This is bad coaching. You let no one was on him. No.
He took so many intercept marks. He was great.
He took
Yeah.
18 marks down back.
There you go,
marks.
18.
I don't know how many contested, but quite a lot.
Well, he was floating around, just grabbing the ball a little bit.
Mate, Andrew Brayshaw,
that's how you get that
back at
number
his
up.
best. Okay, can we
Yeah.
please talk about this one player?
Oh, we need to apologize to this man. We may or may not have partaken in the
harassment.
the harassment of this man, and for that we apologize. Liam Henry, thank you. What else do I say to him? We're sorry.
No, what are we so? We're sorry.
We're sorry.
100%.
Yeah.
With the way we treated you, the way the fans, the ridicule came left, right, centre. And, mate, he definitely stood up. Oh, mate, 118 fantasy.
Mm.
It was the him performance of a lifetime. It was
Can you explain what that means? Because my dad,
him.
he follows all of our socials, and so when you put the him performance,
He thought we were
was
talking about
like-
pronouns.
no, he was just like, can you explain what that means? Because I don't know what that means. So Rielke, what's a him moment?
A him moment
Yeah.
is like him. He's just him. Like, there's no other way to put it.
Who is him?
He's him.
Who define?
You're him.
But what makes
you're the
me
Messiah.
him?
You're the God.
Do I have to do a
You're
really
everything.
good thing to be him?
No, yes, you're
Am
him.
I like the coolest guy if I'm him?
If you're him,
Yeah.
you're the coolest guy
Yeah.
around.
You're alpha male.
You're
as they
alpha
would
male.
say.
You're strutting down that street. You're you know, it's
So
raining,
Liam Henry is him?
It's raining men when
No.
you're him.
I don't know if I want raining men.
Okay, well
when I'm
that is what him. Liam Ryan though. Liam Ryan.
Henry.
Liam Henry. I just did that.
Yeah.
Block that out.
Would
Block
Liam
that
would
out.
Liam Henry want raining men?
No, but you know there was a lot
He
of
could be a
players
part of
circling
the
around him.
raining men. He could be one of the men that's raining.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
Liam Henry, 32 disposals, 25 kicks. Let's get this back on track. 514 meters gained. He had the absolute wing performance, like the winger performance that you'd want from him. The flack's been coming in for a while. Yes, he was a top 10 pick that we matched.
Yeah, that was Carlton's fault,
scrutiny, a lot of scrutiny behind it.
That
we
was the
matched it.
Blues' fault. We did not want to pick him at 9. The Blues bid
And then
very
they-
early,
And then they picked Jesse Motlop, which
which is probably a bit.
bit
That was a later draft though. They picked
Liam Henry.
Cosy Pickett was after Henry.
Yeah, true. But Liam
Cody
Henry,
Waitman was
I've got a
after-
sneaky feeling Liam Henry is waiting to explode, and I think we've just been really, really impatient with what he's doing, and I think we just need to wait a little bit longer. He's not going to produce that next week, I'll tell you that. If he does, I'll be mind blown.
What's happened to the narrative of him wanting to leave Fremantle?
It's gone out the window.
Where's
as,
that gone?
As all
So is
narratives do when a player does well after.
that so?
you know,
Is that the fans trying to push a narrative there, Real Car? Have the fans brought that one up, and that's
do you think,
almost been
do you
willed
think it's
into
become to a
existence?
breaking point for Liam Henry where that scrutiny did push him over the edge and he just wanted to say, hey guys, look, this is what I'm actually doing, and then he leaves at the end of the season? Is that what happens?
I don't know. Are we playing him to increase his trade value? No,
No.
I don't think so.
No.
But it does make you question, is Liam Henry going to be here next year? Because there has been a lot of trade talk with Liam Henry potentially moving over east, and he is a WA boy, but he's finally starting to play good.
Yes, he is.
We're finally reaping the reward of developing him.
Yeah, well, Well, he had a good game. Let's
He's
see what he
good
does
now.
next week. Yes, is good. Caleb Sarong, though, let's move on. Caleb Sarong, he was great as always, mate. He had 102 fantasy, 32 disposals. He had a great game as always. I'm really interested to see if he captains the side next week. If Alex Pearce has a week off, or did Alex?
I don't think Pierce will.
Pearce will get back into it. I think they will just
We will get into
cautious.
that later.
Cautious about that. That's something
Yeah.
for the end of the week episode. Matthew Johnson, mate, I just want to give a little raps to this fella. He didn't have like a, out of this world performance, but he had 99 fantasy. He had 16 disposals, but the thing was he had 98 disposal efficiency. So this fella, he's showing amazing signs. His
How many
consistency-
disposals did he get? 25?
16.
I
Only
think it was
16.
25. You can't have 98% on 16.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 16. He had 16 disposals.
No, I'm
Says
gonna-
right here.
I'm going to look at that.
Says right here, 16 disposals, 12 kicks. It was also in the West Australian. Peter Sumich talked about it.
How would he get 98% of
Have no idea, but he did. Or was it 88 or 94, whatever it was. Something like that.
What?
Yes, crazy. I think he did. Or 94%.
Why?
Something like that. Yeah, well, he
I'm
had a
not
great
mad
game.
at-
He had
yeah,
he had
was
a great.
good. He was good.
And I umpired with his dad on the weekend, and he is
Mhm.
an absolute ripper.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he's just a great bloke. I can see where it's come from with his parents. His cousin was there. Just great people all around and great umpiring blokes as well. So they knew their rules. So Matthew Johnson, credit to you, mate. You've been raised well, and I can definitely see him improving even more so over the future. He's put a good body of work over the past few months, hasn't he? After that
Disposal
suspension.
efficiency.
Yeah. What did he get? He's still going on it. He wants to prove me wrong, doesn't he?
Yeah. Man, that's what I've been looking up this whole time.
Oh, lovely. Okay, Luke Jackson, on the other hand, we'll let Stu keep going.
93. 93.
Sorry, still. That's
How-
crazy.
How is that? I don't think the math works.
Oh, well. Whatever
well.
it is.
That's okay.
He had a bloody great game, mate. Luke Jackson, on the other hand, wow, look at this play. He's going to be something else. Trust me, this.
A Monday hero from the round of footy, Robbo, thanks to NAB.
Luke Jackson's my Monday hero, Jerry. I'm going to get straight back into it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think Luke Jackson had this sort of footy in him. Not just tonight, on the weekend, but for the last 6, 7, 8 weeks. Thought they were overpaying this young fella. This guy's 21 years of age. 21. I called him the blue-collar cooter in the paper today, Jared. because he's got the ability to play in multiple positions. He's athletic like Kuda. He don't look like Kuda, and that's no shame. Kuda was the Greek god. Was he Macedonian, Kuda? He was everything Kuda as a player. But this guy at 21 is doing stuff that Kuda didn't do at 21. At 25, this kid could be the best player in the competition. And I never thought I'd say that.
Okay, so he got the 8 coaches' votes behind Caleb Sarong. He's had
Sarong's
a
a
really
star.
big patch of footy now that he's settled into his Fremantle days.
That was Mark Robinson and Gerald Waitley
Yes.
on
AFL 360.
AFL 360 talking about Jackson. And
We should do our own AFL 360.
yes, we should, but
Yes.
that's not the point. How cool was that? He as
He talked about a Freo player.
Yeah, I know, right?
He talked about a Freo player. How cool is that?
I know, right?
That's awesome.
What?
What?
Odds? What are the odds in that? Well, we're not talking about that. We're talking about how he could be possibly the best AFL player when he's 25 years of age.
Mm.
The way he's projected to go, a player of his size. You just told me a little bit before about how his contested marks and his ground ball gets. It's something he vastly improved upon after his years at Melbourne, and how has definitely improved on it this year at Fremantle. And I think he's formed a pretty good partnership with the forward line, hasn't he, mate?
Deadeye Jai. I mean, they're still so young, and the things they're doing so young. It's like, just imagine them when they're 27, 28, deep into their careers. All the experience under them. Oh, and then you've got Freddie and a bit of an older Switter
Liam
and an
Henry
older Shoes.
running up the wing.
Henry. Oh, 28-year-old Henry.
Nat Fife
Man.
in his fossil years.
Yeah, no, Nat Five's dead. This is a very long time from now.
Years
Nat Five
2050.
is gone. Yeah. No, but
Fremantle haven't won a flag.
this is actually going to be 2030. We have to be good by 2030.
No, we'll
We
win
have
a
to.
flag by 20. We'll win.
We have to be good by 2030. Was
Mate.
that 7 years away?
Yes, it is
Mm.
indeed. But, mate, it is anchor wanker time. Isn't it? I think it is.
Is the button playing?
I think so. Is it? Oh, there it is.
He's coming off. Get him back off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Rocket, we can't hear. We can't fucking hear.
That's right. It's Anchor Wanker, and it is time for the Anchor Wanker of the week. And who does that go to, mate?
I think the West Coast Eagles.
The West Coast Eagles.
Yeah.
And that's exactly right, mate. They have totally humiliated. Speaking about stuff it, we haven't won a premiership, but the Eagles, on the other hand, they have been thumped by 171 points. That's the first 200-plus loss since 2011. It's Eagles' worst day in history, not to mention they have to play the Lions at the Gabba in round 19. So it could get even worse. Eagles have nothing to talk about. Their
I'm
fans
actually
should be kaput.
I'm embarrassed for the state of WA football.
It's
I feel it too, West Coast fans. As a Freo fan, I feel it because this hurts all of us. We are all in a shocking position because of this. If you end up dead last and Freo don't have a good season, make finals, WA footy is a joke. This is embarrassing, West Coast.
Fremantle
205 points.
have to carry us this year. We have to make finals.
205.
Right, it is not looking good. It is not looking good. But Anchor Wanker of the week goes to the West Coast Eagles. So congratulations, guys. You've done it. You've made your way onto the Flagmantle podcast. That's a feat in itself. Isn't
We're
it?
getting intense here.
It is.
Yeah.
It is time for Purple's Pants. Purple
Oh.
Pants. Hooray! Oh wait, it's
Hooray.
Okay. Da-na-na.
We both know who it is this week. One man, we've already mentioned him.
The
The
man,
new
the
winger,
myth, Liam Henry.
Liam. The king. The GOAT. The Brownlow favorite, Liam Henry.
Right.
He's good now.
He's winning Brownlow points. Is that a 3-vote
he-
performance?
He might have got a vote in that game. He might have
He
got a
would've.
Brownlow vote.
He would have got at least one or two.
He might have. Is that gonna be his first Brownlow vote?
I think so. He deserves it
I am
rightly.
so proud of Liam Henry. That was a great game.
What do we say? Fremantle fans.
Here is the Purple Pants Player of the Week awards
Purples?
to Liam Henry.
100%. You
Yeah.
deserve it, mate.
Yeah. What were you saying about the fans?
The fans, they've thrown rocks at him from left, right, centre. His grandma's
Hmm.
been defending him on Facebook pages.
Yeah.
his family have tried to defend him. He's not, been active on social media as lately
Yeah.
with his,
I miss all the ad pics.
His ad pics.
Yeah.
He has every right, mate. You can post an ad pic right now. I wouldn't give a damn, mate.
Yeah,
You
I'd
deserve that
probably
ad pic.
I'd screenshot it and file it away somewhere.
Okay, on to next. We've got Rielke's rant.
This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa.
It's Rielke with a rant.
Oh my god,
Oh, mate. Rielke's rant.
What's your rant?
Mate, the rants of the week
Get angry.
goes to the West Coast Eagles.
Oh.
Can we talk about it?
Oh
Can we-
no.
Can we actually?
We've already. I mean, yeah.
Unless you got something more pressing. This is
Um,
the week where we throw everything.
I think it's a blessing and a curse that West Coast are this bad now because the Dockers get less media, and that is both great and bad.
You're going to be the West
Because-
Coast conditioning coach who just got sacked.
Well,
Or
is
sacked,
leaving
Is
at
leaving,
at
stepping
the end
down,
of the year.
which means in alternate universes, this is basically
Not given a new contract.
yeah, basically this
Yeah.
is what it sounded like. Stewie, you're the person firing. I am the
Oh.
conditioning coach of the West Coast Eagles.
Mate, it's well, welcome to the office. Come in.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Doors shut.
it's like it's round 14, yeah.
Yes, mate.
We have 60 bloody players on the injury list.
What do you mean? It says 6. Oh wait, no, there's a 0 on the end. My
There's
bad.
a 0 on the end of this, mate. You wrote this and gave it to me. There's 60 bloody players on this list. I've got
Oh, it's
2
not too
players
bad,
in the
mate.
waffle,
It's not too bad.
and I'm playing 6 injured blokes in the ones.
Yeah, well, mate.
We just conceded 205 points,
I didn't think Jack Williams did too bad in the
And-
AFL side. Mate.
and I'm a premiership coach, so it's not my fault. So you are not getting a new contract because it's your fault.
You know what, mate? You just want Phil Merriman from the Fremantle Dockers, don't you? Because they've got 2 injury list.
I,
2 people on the injury list.
yeah, mate, we just offered him all of our money.
Okay, that's basically how it went down. But that and more, yes, it is
That
what
was
it is.
that was an interesting skit.
It is interesting. We normally don't go off the Fremantle Dockers, but we do.
No.
We just went off and
We
did the
do
Eagles.
like getting around the Eagles when they're
100%.
171 points down.
100%. I got
Get around the
to. I got to
underdogs.
shout out someone though. A few of these boys
Mm.
I bumped into at the Thirsty Camel.
Were they Eagles fans?
Shout out to the
Were they?
Surin boys.
Okay.
Surin boys. They're amazing.
How do you spell it?
SEUREN.
REN?
Surin. Or whatever those.
Okay.
This crazy bloke called Ryan. Love this fella.
Yeah.
Bumped into him and his
Yep.
brothers. He's got a twin brother. And I think whatever it is, but they
How do
are
you bump
the
into these people?
nicest blokes ever. I was serving them in the drive-through and they recognise my face
Ah.
from the potty. Like, are you that American fellow on the potty? And I'm like, no. That they don't sound like that, by the way.
No,
That's
they
my
didn't
mate
ask for
Stewie.
me. They knew it was
They
you.
knew it was my face,
You're
but they were
trying- yeah.
godsmacked, and they were just lovely blokes. So I said I'd shout them out on the potty because they listen.
Uh-huh.
So
Big up.
shout out to Ryan and also the Surin brothers. So
We
congratulations.
should start having to do stuff
You
if
guys
people notice us.
are the Purple Pants Players of the Week.
We have to. What's something we could do? We would have to like the Hamish and Andy bow if like someone notices
Yes.
them in public.
100%.
We have to do something.
100%.
You have to get the people involved. And I think Rielke needs more stuff to do at work.
100%.
Yeah.
So,
So if you see him at work,
give me like the Queen's Wave. Or
tell
something
him
like that.
do a game of Simon Says with Rielke if you see him. Simon says Rielke do 5 push-ups, and then he has to.
Yeah, and then I'll recognise you, and then
Yeah.
they'll recognise me. Too
Yeah.
sweet. Q&A, mate.
Mate, you sent the bloody questions in, so we're gonna bloody answer them. That's how it works here. You're listening to Q&A here on Flagmantle Podcast.
Yeah, mate. Time to get the bloody questions in.
Yeah,
So,
mate. From the bottom, Mitchell Harvey, 17.
mate, yeah.
Matt Johnson is football. I agree. Matthew Johnson is quite football. That's a great observation.
It's quite good.
He is football.
Yes.
Yup.
Ella Mole, 5. How do you feel about the Henry situation? Already been through that, but I'm
Good
very
now.
happy. I'm good.
Yeah.
I feel like all the anger has left me. It's left my body. It's out the window, and
There's
I am loving life.
Not a negative bone in sight.
No negative
No.
Nancy's for Liam Henry.
I'm his biggest fan.
100%.
I have a jacket with his number on it.
Send me more ad pics.
Yeah. To my DMs, though. Don't post it just for
For
me.
amusement, we've got Roy Lob. So
With lobster tears.
lobster tears.
Oh, shout out the Restart podcast. I love the
This is
Restart
gonna be
podcast.
this is gonna be a 2 for 2, mate. It's gonna be 2 for 2. Will Roy
2 for
Lob
2?
get 2 wins over us this weekend? That's for the next body.
I think Roy Lob
That's for the next week.
will
That's for the next body. Shh.
will drink too much lobster tears and be drunk. And
100%.
that's it.
Hamish Mickle. Can Henry replicate that? Yes. I'm calling it.
It depends how much attention he gets from the other team.
Yeah.
I think if they just go, oh, it's Liam Henry, don't you just go play your game. I think Liam Henry will get a stack of it. So if they sort
100%.
of go, stay with him, he won't get many. He won't get as much.
Okay, this is a serious one. Josh _ Gleason. Is the season over if we lose against the Doggies?
I don't think so, because I thought the season was over when we lost to the Giants, but now we're
Yes.
suddenly back in it, which is kind of
Because
strange.
results flow away.
Yeah.
I will talk about this in the next body more, but to get into finals, we can get in with 5 wins, but that's hoping on results going our way. We want at least 6 or 7 wins out of our last games. Okay?
We need a total of 13 wins, I'd say.
Yes, 13 to scrape through, in my opinion. 12 won't cut it. 13.
So we need to go 6-3 from this point.
Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be a tough one, but it is doable.
Lucky.
If we can get some belief.
Liam Henry, what a game he had, man. I agree. All the Liam Henry hate is stopping and slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, until next week. We'll just come.
Yeah, until when he has 12 touches and the ball doesn't see him because he's a winger.
I like this one. Thoughts on my bet I put on this weekend? West Coast Eagles match betting.
Oh, is this Jack?
Yeah, $20 stake, returning 300. It is what is it about?
This is he put $20 on West Coast to beat the Sydney Swans.
Saints.
No, this is from the last game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, and it didn't work. It didn't
Well,
work.
of course it didn't work.
Yeah,
They
well,
lost
we
by
lost
170.
We lost $20.
Yeah, he lost 20 bucks. Did you see what the major sponsor of the Sydney Swans, QBE?
Yeah.
They do this promo once a year where they pick a game to sponsor, and for every goal the Swans kick in that game, they donate $3,000.
$3,000.
Yes.
A lot of money.
Yes. So
Ka-ching.
I did the math, and that is $93,000. So unlucky QBE of all games.
It's quite funny, quite humorous.
Yeah. So well, shout out the Eagles. They're doing good for the community.
There's
really.
a silver lining on every cloud, mate.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
100%.
Congrats to Liam Henry. He was outstanding. Yes, Hamish _R. He was outstanding. Hamish _R again. Caleb Sprong played some great footy on the weekend. Yes, I'm very interested to see. It's him over the past month and a bit has even solidified more why I think he should be the captain, because he's probably the one who stands up most in those bad, sticky situations, especially against GWS. I think he was probably our best player. So Caleb Sarong, you're doing a great job, and I think you'll be the captain of the Fremantle Football Club in the future. That's my stance as of right now. I don't think Brayshaw deserves it.
I think they should be
As of yet.
co-captains. The more I think about, because they're
best mates.
They're similar, but they're
complement
very
each other.
different.
Yeah.
Because Brayshaw's more your calm leader. You're more, pat them on the back sort of leader.
Yeah.
And Sarong is
Under the
you're,
belt.
you're a
Joel
little
Selwood.
bit like
Yeah,
get you up and about.
100%.
Um,
Can we win away from home? Liam Chandless. Yes, we can. If we win.
I believe we're good at Marvel, but the Dogs play Marvel all the time, and they're pretty good at Marvel as well.
Are Dogs playing for finals still?
Oh yeah, they're still in it. They're like 5th or 6th or something.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so they're going to be wanting to win this. Fremantle have nothing else to lose. They should be putting everything on the line here. Everything. To
Yeah,
win
well,
this game.
season on the line.
Season on the
Play
line.
like it.
Play like it. This ain't just like hey, it doesn't matter if we win or not. We'll beat next week. No, it's crunch time. If you want to give your fans something for this year, all the memberships, all the new memberships, 60,000, not don't mind me. We've got to make sure it counts, okay, guys. Liam Henry, the GOAT, Foy Bradford, yes, he is, mate. Fez Spencer, that bloke screaming on the field before the game really pumped the lads up. Who was he?
Mate, it was you. You did a bloody good job, and I would love to see you MC games. I want to see
100%.
you hosting it.
Yeah, he's had some background experience with events and whatnot. He's actually my school teacher. He's a one of a kind bloke, and he's just got talent in front of the mic. And I think Fremantle, you'd be silly. You'd be silly not to think about pulling this fella up, because if there's one player or one fan or anyone who's passionate about this football club, he's one of the top members of the Fremantle Football Club. He got picked out of a small pool of out of people, and he did really well. And I think, mate, Chris Spencer.
I think he should double act with Pete when Pete does it.
They would bounce off each
How
other.
sick would that be?
They would bounce off each other. Guys?
Can we talk to Pete about this?
Yes.
Guys, if we can, someone clip this up, put this on social media and send it to Pete. We need to get Chris and Pete together at some event, because we think that should be our goal for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
for the goal for the rest of the year, they need to both be on this podcast at the same time or host an MC.
100%. That'll be crazy energy, because that'll be crazy.
That's gonna happen.
That's goals. Jack Bastas. What happens to Taberner upon his return? What return?
Will he return?
He'd have to at least have like 2 or 3 good weeks in Waffle, like kicking bags, to get back into the side, including injury.
I think if he can when he kicks 20 goals in the Waffle, let me know.
Yes.
After he kicks his 20th.
Send me an SMS and let me know if he's done well. But
however long it takes for 20 goals,
I don't want to hear about him.
Yeah.
Mitchell.Fry. Last question. Do a Q&A on your story for old intro versus new. Mitchell, mate.
Mitchell.
Mate.
Tim Minchin did this.
Tim the Bloody Minchin did this intro.
Can you play the old one, just for old time's sake?
No,
it's so good though.
It is great.
Can we outro in this?
That's your baby.
Can we outro in this?
Do we really have to? It'd be disrespecting Tim Minchin.
But we used him as the intro.
Yeah, but we have to do both, because he made the.
Can we not Mitchell wants it. We have to get the fans what they want. No. Just once.
Okay. Well, shout out.
We have to give Mitchell what he wants. Okay. He's a loyal listener, and he'll really appreciate this.
Okay.
I think you've got to do right by the fans.
Yeah, we're doing this one. Just this
Tim
once.
Minchin doesn't listen.
Just this once.
He doesn't care.
Just this once, okay?
Okay. Just for Mitchell.
It's been a pleasure.
Bye.
Flagmantle Podcast signing out. We'll see you in the later episode later this week. Doing the preview for the Bulldogs game.
Yeah.
We'll see you then.
Go Doggies. Go Bulldogs. Thank you for listening to the Flagmantle podcast. It's been an honor hosting, hasn't it, Rielke?
It surely has been, mate.
Can you please, we are begging you 5 stars on Spotify. It means the world to us. It lets us get off your knees, mate.
Yes, I'm on my knees, guys. Please.
It helps us push it out to as many people as we can. Thank you for listening. Follow us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, anything else, Rielke, Twitter,
anything
YouTube.
social media, honestly.
Anything social media, we have it. So please follow us on there. 5 stars.
Except
don't
for
forget.
OnlyFans.
We're also on Apple Podcasts, so if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, follow us through there. Google Podcasts, the same. And thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.
Peace.